hello, and happy Sunday. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, April the 30th. It is also my baby sister's 53rd birthday, I think. 53? Okay, she'll have to help me out with that. But hello and happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you had an amazing day. We had some more schizophrenic weather here in East Tennessee. It was so warm this morning, and then all of a sudden this afternoon, not so much. So, but anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. This is chat number 316, and it is titled Get Excited. Get excited about your go-to foods. And, oh, good. Yep. Hello, there is Lynn. I was just getting ready to say, let me see if I can see the chat, if I can see any chat notes. And there Lynn popped in and said hello. So hello to Lynn. Hello, Kathy. If you're new, please let us know because we would love to welcome you. I see several names scrolling up, and a couple of them I don't recognize. Hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. But we would love to welcome you. Hello, Orlando Debbie. It's good to see you. Anna is sneaking in here. Hello, Marianne from Pennsylvania. I hope, again, everybody's having a wonderful day. Tomorrow's May, if you can believe that. Again, today is April the 30th. Let's see, Kim. Hello, Kim. Hello, Carol Lou. Good to see you. Hello, Sandra from Dingman's Ferry. Obviously, I'm having a little trouble with my English today. Hello, Trish from California. It's so good to see everybody. Hello, Anna. It's good to see you. Fortunately, John wandered off with the internet. Fortunately, I have it on my phone, but what I need for the second half, I have like stuck over here. It's stuck. So hopefully it does not go black or John wandering off is going to kill that. But anyway, let's see. Elaine is here. Diana's here. Katie from Minneapolis is here. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Annette. Just looking to see who I have missed. Hello, Janelle. Christy is here. Hello, Christy, and hello, Diana. So again, if you're brand new, let us know. If you're just brand new to the chats, let us know. Or if you're brand new to saying hello, maybe you've been watching us for a little while, but you have never said hello. And let's see. Okay, Orlando Debbie is asking if I'm frozen. I cannot see you. I can't see myself. Hello, Melissa. So y'all are going to have to tell me if I am frozen or not. Aloha, Kathy. Aloha, Kathy. It's good to see you. Yep, looks like I am good to go. Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm not really sure what my phone's doing because it looks like it tried to grab onto another Wi-Fi. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I don't know. It wouldn't be a chat if we didn't have some kind of internet challenge. And hello, Kim. Oh, no, thank you, Kim. And thank you, Mary. Good. Okay, and hello, Lisa. Okay, so good. Not frozen for everybody. Okay, again, this is Sunday, April the 30th. It's my baby sister Holly's birthday. So if you happen to know Holly or if you happen to see her, tell her I said happy birthday. I did not get to talk to her in person today. But this is chat number 316. Get excited about your go-to foods. And I got really excited and made a super duper big trip to the grocery store today. Yeah, but I'm going to explain later. You do need a piece of scrap paper and a pen for the end of this first half. If you're brand new with us, this is a 1 hour long chat. So I hope you went to the bathroom before we started. But it's a 1 hour long chat. This first 30 minutes is a review of what Weight Watchers went over the prior week. So it's a recap for some people, brand new for some people. If you don't have an in-person in-person workshop, this may be the first meeting that you've been to this week or maybe ever. And hello, hello, Sandy. And Melissa said had WindStar dip today. What? Oh, wait. Oh, you had the WindStar Karen's dip. Yeah! Awesome. I'm so glad you tried that. What did you think about it? Did you love it? It's like one of our favorites. But so this is a 1 hour chat. First half is lessons, workshop, whatever from last week's WW meetings from our workshops. The second half, we're going to do something fun. We're going to talk some more about summer salads in the second half. But for the end of this first half, yay, Melissa loved it. For the end of this first half, you're going to need just a piece of scrap paper and a pen. It's no big deal, just a piece of scrap paper. Okay, so what Melissa is talking about, and this was not part of my news for tonight, but what she is talking about is a recipe that my friend Karen, so I have, let me think, right, currently I have 3 Karens, and WindStar Karen she created a lovely Weight Watchers friendly buffalo chicken dip, and you'll have to scoot on over to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and find that recipe. Hello, Jonna. Hello, Evie. Good to see you. So again, today is April the 30th. The last day of April. Tomorrow is May, believe it or not, and it was so warm this morning here in East Tennessee, and then the wind came in and it is so chilly. It's so not warm. It's not cold, but it's not warm this afternoon. So I don't know. The weather's so stinking weird. A little bit of news for this last day of April. The first thing is over on the If You Have an Egg Facebook group, Julie and her posse, and she called them her posse. So Julie and her posse have decided to do a Rejuvenate Our Journey with Weeklies challenge. And what that means, it's just their goal is to build up and roll over at least 1 point a day. They're hoping for some fun discussion. They're hoping for some fun interaction. And what I'm going to call self-competition, okay? Hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. Yeah, so the 40s there. Yeesh. It's May tomorrow weather. But they're hoping for some self-competition, which just means Julie asked to remind everybody that this is not a competition between us. Like, no, we're not trying to see who can save the most dailies to turn them into weeklies, who can save the most. It's a competition with yourself just to see how you can do. And she's challenging everyone over in the If You Have an Egg group to save at least one of your weeklies and just to see how many we end up with. So her focus is not to not eat. Her focus is for us to concentrate on 0-point foods this month, in the month of May. So that's over on the If You Have an Egg Facebook group. And if you're not in the group, probably Debbie, Carol Lou, somebody like that will post a link, because they're so awesome and amazing to do that. But that was the news that Julie wanted to share. Also in the If You Have an Egg group, Deanna, who happens to also be one of Julie's posse, Deanna, well, look at that. Julie and Deanna, your name together is now Juliana, okay? I'm just going to call you all that when you're together. But Deanna is asking who wants to join her in a challenge that she has started for herself, and she's calling it #JourneyBackToGoal, and she's going to point everything. So, like, figure out the points for everything before she eats it. What a fantastic idea, Deanna. And these two ladies are wonderful cheerleaders. Thank you, Carol Lou, for posting the link to the If You Have an Egg Facebook group. But both of these ladies, Julie and Deanna, and again, collectively, Juliana, I guess, they are wonderful cheerleaders. If you would like to go over to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or I'm sorry, to the If You Have an Egg Facebook group, and Carol Lou has posted the link there. Just answer those 3 questions if you've never joined before, but I promise you'll have a good time, and those are some great challenges to join here for the month of May. Last little bit of news that I have before we start the month of May, Robin, who is in our in-person group in Powell, Tennessee, she drives about an hour to get to our meetings. Hello, Vicki. She drives about an hour to get to our meetings, and she always has the best snacks with her, so I've gotten to where every Tuesday, hello, Sylvia. Every Tuesday I walk in and I'm like, all right, what you got? What are you eating today? And this last week she showed me a really long, like, snack stick, and it was a chef's cut pepperoni flavored turkey stick, and it's 1 point. It's only 1 smart point, and she did such a good job bragging on it that my Kroger was sold out of them today. So I would love to show you one. I would love to show you what they look like, but she bragged on them so much they were sold out. But I'm just wondering if anyone else has found those. She found it at Kroger here in Knoxville when she, because she's been driving an hour to come to our Tuesday night meeting. But it's a chef's cut pepperoni flavored turkey stick, and it was long. I mean, it wasn't like a little dinky jerky stick. It was pretty long. It was like this long, and it was 1 point. Anyway, just curious if anybody else has tried them. I wanted to try them today. My Kroger was out. Okay, so first thing I need to know, and if you're new, oh, wait a minute. Carol Lou says Aldi has a nice size pepperoni turkey stick. Ooh, I'll have to go check that out too. But first thing I need to know is who attended an in-person workshop last week. If you did, give me a thumbs up if you're here with us live. You can just hit that little thumbs up thing down there at the bottom. Or if you attended a Zoom workshop this last week, give me a thumbs up there. If you were here live with us last week, let's see some thumbs ups, or some hearts. Obviously, I'm having trouble speaking today. Let's see some hearts. Or if you watch later on demand, also hearts. Good, lots. Mary, Elaine, Lynn, lots of thumbs ups and hearts. There's Marianne. Open Marianne sat her bottom in a green chair. Elaine is all hearts. Carol Lou, awesome job, ladies. So everybody, and I think we're all ladies so far tonight. So here are your Bravo stickers for going to your in-person workshops, Zoom workshops, or attending here with us. Awesome job, everybody. Last week was chat number 315, and we were talking about temptation bundling. So we were talking about bundling things together. So like something that you love to do, that you absolutely love to do. Hello, Liz from San Angelo. Something that you love to do, bundling that with something that, it's not something that you hate. Because temptation bundling is not going to be so successful if you absolutely hate the other thing. Like, I hate running. Not going to happen. So it wouldn't matter what I loved, I would never pair the two of those together, because it would probably make me hate the thing that I loved also. But we were talking about pairing something that you love with something that you know that you should do, need to do, whatever, that you're just like, whatever, pairing those two things together. So one of the things that we were talking about is if you love to chat with people, but you don't love to Zoom, maybe you want to temptation bundle chatting with people and Zoom. Now, this doesn't mean if you hate Zoom, but maybe pair chatting with people. And I'm there most Thursday nights too. Did not make it this Thursday night because John volunteered us to watch one of the grandchildren, the smallest one, and that's all hands on deck to watch her. But anyway, so if you about Zooming, but you love to chat with people and love to meet new people, that would be a great one to bundle together, because you could get your chatting with other people, meeting other people, and the Zoom out of the way instead of waiting for a Zoom, meeting with people that you don't know. You could have a Zoom meeting with us. But that's on Thursday nights, and I did just do a video to show you how to find that group, because last week we talked about it, and several people were confused as to how to find that Zoom meeting. Again, I'm not allowed to share the actual Zoom meeting number, but I will do that video tonight. Well, I did the video, and I've just got to change it into a reel. So I will do that tonight before I go to bed. Promise. Okay. So that's one thing that you could pair together. And we talked about naming 3 things that you love to do and 3 things that you're just like, meh, and then drawing some lines and hooking those up and figuring out some ways that you can temptation bundle on that. So I asked you to do some homework, and that was to find things that you could pair, or something that you could pair. And here's how a couple of you all did. So I accidentally stole, while we were chatting last week, I accidentally stole Carol Lou's idea. Oh wait, hold on a second. Corrine, is it Corrine? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Made it for their first live meeting, and she is from Core in SK, Canada. So SK, is that Saskatchewan? Am I right? Core in Saskatchewan, Canada. Am I correct? And is it Corrine? But everybody welcome Corrine. Yep, brand new, to, making it live. Hello, welcome. So glad that you were here. But we're talking about doing our homework from last week. So Carol Lou, I accidentally stole, during the live chat, I accidentally stole what she was going to do for her homework. Oopsie, so sorry. And she came up with her own, though. Never to be kept down, because she is never to be kept down in any way, shape, or form. Carol came up with an even better one, and her even better one was, she found out that after all of this time during COVID, she's been working from home. They are returning to their office. Woo, boo-hoo. And she's not super excited about it, because she is, oh, wait a minute. Ken Betsy. So I'm assuming it's Betsy, or is it Ken? Or is it Ken and Betsy? Are y'all both here? Are you both here? But anyway, everybody welcome him, her, them. Yeah, to our meeting. We're so glad to have you all here. Yeah. And we're just really getting into it. So we're talking about doing our homework from last week. So any new people, we always have homework from the prior week's meeting, from our little workshop here, and you can do your homework and get free Bravo stickers. They don't really count for anything, but I love to get them out. It's just Betsy. I didn't figure Ken was with you, but yeah, so it's just Betsy alone. Yeah, Ken's not there, but we'll say hello to Ken too. You can tell Ken that we said hello. But so Carol Lou just found out that she is returning. They're having to return to their office after all of this time from working from home. And I mean, Carol's like gone way above and beyond setting up her space so that she can successfully work from home. Wah, wah, to only have to return to real life, to going back to the office. But not one to be kept down. She is going to combine her love of cooking, and she does have a love of cooking, and she also has a love of eating 0-point foods. I don't know if y'all know that or not, of eating lots and lots and lots of vegetables. Like Carol Lou eats so many vegetables that when we were getting back points, back on the last plan when we were getting back points for vegetables, she had way too many left every single day because she loves them. But she's combining her love for cooking She's combining that with her dread of returning to the office and coming up with some different tasty lunches that she can take with her to work. So ones that she can prepare ahead of time and are easy to heat and eat at the office. Awesome. That is way to handle that news, Carol Lou. Phyllis needs to ride her exercise bike, but she's just like, okay, I could take it or leave it, because it's not something that she enjoys, but she loves watching Days of Our Lives. And so what she is doing is she is combining riding her exercise bike, and this is Phyllis, riding her exercise bike with watching Days of Our Lives. And I promise you, as drama-filled as that is, because that's one of my favorites. If I'm going to watch a soap opera, it's going to be that one. But it's just so involved. I promise at that time on the bicycle is flying by for Phyllis. So that one is a perfect example. And then Orlando Debbie isn't fond of tracking, but she's another one that loves cooking. She loves cooking. She loves canning. She grows hydroponic vegetables. She's all about doing this fun side of Weight Watchers over here, but kind of meh about the tracking. So she's making sure that she's doing all these fun things over here that she loves with all of her fun foods and fun ways to prepare food, so that she can also bundle that with tracking. So congratulations, bravo stickers to everyone who did their homework this week. If you want to if you want to get a virtual bravo sticker for next week, and actually my daughter Casey makes us these super cute homework badges, and you can collect those. I don't know what you do with them, but you can collect those. You can copy those if you want to, but I post those every week. Okay, this week is chat number 316, and again, today's April the 30th, and we are talking about getting excited about your go-to foods, and we're going to see one of my go-to foods in the second half, but this is where I want you to grab your piece of paper. So raise your hand if you've got your piece of paper. If you have your piece of paper, it can be a piece of scrap paper and a pen, but raise your hand and let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to grab a sip of water. I know, and Jonna, she has so much fun making them. I thought about going on a format like Redbubble or something and putting them on, making them available as T-shirts, because I would love to have a few of them as T-shirts, just to see people go, what does that say? What does that even say? Okay, so it looks like Elaine, Carol Lou, Mary, and Marianne. Okay, so it looks like everybody's getting ready. Okay, so without showing us your answer, so keep your piece of paper to yourself. Without showing us your answer, write down your absolute favorite food from the past, and it does not have to be WW friendly, just the first fave that pops in your head. So don't show us your answer. So get your piece of paper, get your pen, don't show anybody, and write it down. So I'm going to write one down too. And if any of y'all know what this is later, I'll be shocked. Okay. So now raise your hand if you thought, Kelly, no one can see me. Nobody can see my answer. Okay, just kidding. So I just didn't want you to shout out what your answer was just quite yet. Okay, so we're talking about making your go-to foods more exciting again, or making them exciting again, or revisiting them again, or loving them again. So most of us that have been doing this for a little while, have a list that's on repeat, and it's whether it's on repeat in your grocery store pickup, because like my daughter Casey has she's got certain things that are always on her grocery pickup list. I don't do a grocery pickup, but I have certain things that are always in my refrigerator. Some of us have things that our pantry always has to have, like there are just our go-to things, or some of us even have them saved as a frequently used food or a frequently used, consumed meal in our Weight Watchers app. And if you don't know how to do that, I can show you, just message me and I can show you how to do that separately. But there's no right or wrong answer, but I want you to take just a second and think about those go-to foods, again, whether they're in your grocery pickup list, if they're on your grocery list, if they're in your pantry, if they're in your fridge, if it's things that you're like, these are my go-to foods. I want you to think about 3 of these things I'm getting ready to name, 3 of these things that guarantees that a food is going to get in your top spot, okay? So one thing I thought of was points value. That might be pretty important. So to be in your top list of go-to foods, points value might be important. Another one might be availability. If you can't find it, probably not going to make your list. The price. I know there are lots of things that I would love to be on my go-to list. Like I would love for salmon to be on my go-to list. it's just not because of the price of it. Satisfaction, if it doesn't fill you up, if it doesn't make you happy to eat it, something like that. Like if you don't enjoy eggs, like there's a girl, cutest little thing, I just love her, Bethany in our Tuesday night group. She cannot stand eggs. So you know what? They don't provide any satisfaction for her. She can find them. Price is probably right. Points value is definitely right. But she just doesn't have any joy from them. So those don't need to be on her list. Taste, how it actually tastes. So if you don't like the way it tastes, probably doesn't need to make your list. But if you think, oh, like watermelon, it's getting ready to be watermelon season, and I'm salivating just thinking about watermelon, I love the way it tastes. So that's probably going to be higher on my list. Ease of obtaining or making, if it's easier to make or if it's easier to get, probably might be ranked high on your list. What other things can you all think of? I'm going to give you just a second. We don't have a lot of time to dwell on it, but what are some other things? What can you think of? Because I want you all to shout out what things would make something be on your go-to list. Because I promise there's somebody that's thinking, I don't know how do I decide what's going to be on my go-to list? Vicky's already had a good watermelon already this week. Oh, I'm so jealous. I am so jealous. I cannot wait. Oh, that's a good one, Carol. I cannot wait until the peach tent comes to our, hopefully, fingers crossed, to our new location, because he also has sugar baby watermelons. So Carol Lou said versatility makes it. That's what makes it on her list, because she has to be able to use it more than one way. Okay, has to. So versatility. So Vicky, why does fresh corn? See, that sounds good too. Why does fresh corn make your list? So what are 3 things that make fresh corn on your list? Being 0 points is probably one of them. Sandra says the taste, and it has to be easy to prep. Perfect. That is perfect. Yeah. And Lynn says versatility. That's a good one for her too. And I'll give y'all just another few seconds. What are some other criteria? Like what are some things that kind of has to hit that mark, for it to make your list of go-to foods that you're going to keep around all the time? Any more? Ooh, and Vicky says it has to taste great grilled. Yeah, it's getting ready to be grilling season. Of course it has to taste great grilled. That's a good one. I'll take one more and I'm going to skip on. Oh, Sherry, it has to be in season. Would not have thought of that. Sherry, that is perfect. Has to be in season. Of course it does. Yeah. That is awesome, and that hits some other marks if you get something that's in season. Okay, then I want you to name one new food. So I want you to name one new to you food. So it doesn't have to be a new food, but a newer to you food that has made your go-to list just since you joined Weight Watchers. So might be something that you didn't, eat all the time, didn't think about eating all the time, didn't know about, whatever. But I want you to, using that criteria, I want you using the criteria that we just talked about: in season, versatility, ease of cooking. Yeah, Debbie just said ease of cooking. Some of those criteria that now it's on your go-to list. Some new food that is on your go-to list now. Ooh, Liz, that's a good one. Edamame. That's a really good one. Vicky says avocado. Those are good ones. So you all would not have eaten edamame or avocado before. So those are new things on your go-to list. Donna says zucchini. That's so versatile. Ooh, Sandra says asparagus. I love asparagus. Ooh, and Mary says broccoli slaw. Yeah. Carol Lou says never used to eat fat-free Greek yogurt before Weight Watchers. Me either. I didn't even really realize that it existed. And Anna says riced cauliflower. That is a great one. And Corrine says Greek yogurt. Yeah, also something that she had never thought of before that. And also Lynn says Greek yogurt. Okay, so I want you to pick an old favorite that has always been on that list and always will be on that list. Ooh, and Loretta says cabbage soup. So an oldie but a goodie. So for me, because my mom was vegan, tofu, that was just something that we ate every single week just because she loved it and she could make it so many different ways. I was thrilled when it came. It's readily available. It tastes good to me because of the way I fix it. It is price conscious. It hasn't gone crazy. Yeah, and Vicky says watermelon always. Me too. And it's so versatile. So tofu has stayed on my list, and it will it will always be on my list. And Carol Lou says potatoes, and that's fantastic. Okay, so now get that go-to. So I want you to think of a go-to, get that go-to. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take that piece of paper. Loretta says, how is tofu, Kelly? I always wanted to try it. Loretta, you need to let me make it for you first, okay? Because if you don't make it right the first time, you're going to hate it. But if it's right the first time, you're going to love it, and you're going to love it for the rest of your life. Okay, so I want you to get the piece of paper that I wouldn't let you show anybody earlier, as if they could see it. And I want you to flip it over so that we can all see it. I want you to show us what your old favorite was. So remember, at the beginning of this section, I asked you to write down an old favorite. Didn't have to be Weight Watchers friendly. My old favorite, and sorry, not the best handwriting, and it's backwards, but my old favorite, Gwen asked us to do this Tuesday night in our workshop. It's slumgullion, and that is a recipe that my mother used to make all the time. I couldn't even tell you what's in it until I looked it up on Tuesday night, but mine was slumgullion. Sandra's is Texas barbecue. Well, I'll take just a couple because we have like 4 minutes until we have to start the second half. So Mary says spaghetti. I'll take 2 more. Who's my next 2? Oh, Marianne, yours is cut off. Can't see yours. Let's see if I can see yours. Ooh, Anna says peanut butter chocolate ice cream, and Vicky says chips. Okay. Ooh, and Debbie says her old favorite was fried seafood. Okay, so now this is what I want you to think about. So you can make it one of your go-tos. Was it already WW friendly? And I'm guessing by the ones I'm seeing come up, most of them were not already WW friendly. But if it was one of your old favorites and it was already WW friendly, awesome. Add it to your list. I want you to add it to your list. If it wasn't so point perfect, what is one thing that you could do to add it to your list? So maybe you could change out an ingredient or two to make it a little bit less points, or maybe you could just save it for occasional enjoyment, or maybe you could reduce the serving size, the serving of it, and add some 0-point foods alongside. So one of the girls in our in-person workshop, she loves fettuccine, and she was trying to figure out how to keep that on her list. Well, she was like, I don't know, because she didn't want to lighten it up because she's feeding it to the rest of her family, whatever. But then she was like, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just make it less. Maybe I'll just make my portion smaller, make that smaller on my plate, and then add some broccoli or some other vegetables, or add some 0-point foods, so that can be on her go-to list. So that's the way she's going to add that to her go-to list. Okay, so your homework for this week is #GoToGetter, GoToGetter, yeah. #GoToGetter. So I want you to go get that food. So you're a go-getter, go-to-getter. Go get that favorite food, figure out what it is. See, like Debbie's already figured hers out. So hers was fried fish, and she's saying you could grill it or bake it instead of frying it, or you could cook it in your air fryer with some kind of a crust on it. Yep, Carol Lou said her favorite was potatoes and chips or fries, but now she just air fries them. And Anna has lightened up her chocolate peanut butter ice cream instead of the high protein, low points, and made it high protein and low points. Fantastic. And thank you, Lynn, for sharing the homework. So it's #GoToGetter. And I want you to do exactly what these ladies just did. Take whatever your favorite was. And if it's already points friendly, fantastic. Just let us know what it is. But if it's not, let us know how you're going to lighten that up. I'm going to find my mom's old slumgullion recipe, whatever the heck that is. She also used to make Hungarian goulash. You know what? I'm writing that one down too. I want to figure out those, when I hear those names. Does anybody else know what slumgullion is? Anybody? But Hungarian goulash, whatever they are, and slumgullion just bring back such warm memories in my mind. So I definitely want to try these two and figure out how to be a go-to getter and figure out some lighter ways to make these. Okay. So that is the end of the first half. Do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. Casey has already made the badge, so I don't know what was going on over at her house. Well, she's finished her 3rd market for this month, and she does not have another one for a month. So maybe she had some spare time on her hands, but she's already finished the homework badge. Ooh, Debbie. Yeah, let's talk. Debbie, obviously you know how to contact me directly. Let's talk about Slumgullion. Debbie's giving me some ideas for Slumgullion, how to lighten that up. I got to figure out what the recipe is to start with anyway. But do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. Casey's already made your super cool badge, and we can get that going. You will hear me say Casey's name more often and Jessica's name less often. Jessica is going to be a mom soon. She's going to be a mom very soon, and we are starting to wean her off. You know, while she's weaning a baby on, we're starting to wean her off from doing so much work on the chats. So I hope everyone will wish Jessica very well. We've been waiting a very long time for this baby. I think 5 years, five and a half years we've been waiting for this baby, and baby Kate is already very loved and she's not even here yet. So my daughter Casey will be picking up, you know, because her littles are, you know, crazy and can entertain each other, you know, now when they're not climbing all over Nona and Papaw. But this is going to be Jessica's first one, so we want her to spend lots of time with the little. Okay, so it's time for the second half. If you're brand new here at the break, we're going to go ahead and get a drink of water. So I'm going to go ahead and get my drink of water, and then I'll switch into my apron. Whew, and I'm especially thirsty tonight. Okay, Mindy just popped in. Everybody say, congratulations, Mindy. She just landed a new job. Congratulations. Woohoo. Okay, this is the second half of chat number 316, and it was titled, let's see, what was it titled? Get excited about your go-to foods. So I told you all at the beginning of this chat that I was going to take one of my go-to foods, and I was going to get excited about it again. So one of my go-to foods is now is fat-free, non-fat, plain non-fat Greek yogurt. So that's one of my favorites. But one of my other go-to foods, and I keep this on hand all the time, is different flavors of fat-free, sugar-free Jell-O. So sugar-free Jell-O is definitely, oh wow, my hair looks like, I look like an old woman today. That is so funny. That is such a granny part. Okay, so I'll quit touching my hair because I know it bothers some people when I'm making food, even though I'm literally going to be the only person eating this food. But one of my favorite go-to things has always been Jell-O pudding. And I love to make it myself, and I love to buy it already made. My mother used to make a lot of Jell-O pudding. After she became vegan, she started experimenting with lots of different ways to make pudding without using dairy products. That's for another time. Oh my gosh, Carol Lou just bought some Jell-O today and was looking for recipes to use. So Carol Lou, did you get Jell-O pudding or did you get Jell-O? Because I've got all kinds of them. Okay, so what we're going to be making today, we're going to make something, and then I think that it's so fast, I think that this recipe is so fast that we will also have time to look at a couple of things that I bought at the store today, but I don't want to run out of time because y'all know how I like to yak. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to make a Watergate salad. Who knows? Oh, you got sugar-free lemon Jell-O. Ooh, sugar-free lemon Jell-O. Let's see. What could you combine that with? Oh, man. See, now you've got my wheels turning in a different direction. A totally different direction. Okay, I'll be thinking on that one. But we're having this, even though it's not summer yet, I decided to have a summer, what did I call it? Summer salads. Hold on a second. Summer salad series. And so last week we made broccoli slaw, or as Carol Lou calls it, lawnmower salad, which I thought was hilarious. So hilarious. But I wanted something a little bit different this week. I did buy a lot of things to make some salad, some traditional salads with, and good Lynn loves Watergate salad too. But I wanted something that I could eat for breakfast, desserty, kind of, you know, whatever, that was sweet, that was going to be a little bit cooler, because I thought it was going to be warm outside, but apparently it's supposed to warm up again here in a few days. Doesn't matter. I'm going to eat it anyway. But a good old-fashioned Watergate salad. This is something that all good Southern women, and Lynn is Southern, all good Southern women know how to make this, and we know, and we take it to church functions, and you know, and whatever. And yes, Loretta asked if there was a recipe years ago with Jello and strawberries. Yes, there was, and I actually think I have one of those. It's a strawberry pretzel Jello salad thing on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. But we're gonna make a Watergate salad again. Southern ladies know how to make this. Goes to every church function, every family reunion, you know, things like that. I love it because it's so stinking simple, like so easy, that I brought out some other things to talk about when we get done, because this is going to go so fast. If you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, you're going to look up Weight Watchergate salad, because that's what I called that recipe. Instead of just Watergate, I called it Weight Watchergate salad. Does anybody know, though, what the history is behind the name Watergate salad? I have no idea, and I've never looked it up. It just occurred to me. But this is 3 smart points, or it's 3 points per serving, and a serving is about a cup. So, I mean, it's a good amount of salad, and I could eat this for breakfast. I could eat it with something, with another meal. I could eat it for dessert. It's so delicious and so easy. I'm going to vary a little bit from my recipe that's on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, simply because Kroger today, aside from being out from those chef's whatever pepperoni sticks, they were also out of one of the ingredients. Go figure. Way to go, Kroger. But this is so easy. So the first thing you do is take a can. I prefer a can of no sugar added very cherry mix. Kroger did not have it today. So instead, I usually use 1 can of drained. So you do want to drain the juice off of it first. I normally use Del Monte, no sugar added, very cherry mixed fruit or something similar. And then I usually use a cup of crushed pineapple in its own juice. But Kroger was also out of that. What is up with that? So instead, I'm going to use 2 cans. And remember, the juice is drained off of them. I'm going to use 2 cans of no sugar added fruit cocktail. And no sugar added fruit cocktail is 0 points. So we're already ahead of the game there. So this is already something that could be on your go-to list, because, oh, that's awesome. Debbie says it was invented by a sous chef at the Watergate Hotel. Thank you. That's very interesting information. So you can use any kind of fruit like this, but the fact that this is no sugar added, so it's not even fruit in its own water, or like its own juice, or packed in water. It's no sugar added. That makes it 0 points. So it was a can of the no sugar added very cherry mixed fruit, or something similar, which this is similar, and then let's see, and then a cup of crushed pineapple in its own juice, but you want to drain that too. Again, Kroger was out, so we're just going to use 2 cans of this for tonight. Then to that, and you're just going to dump all this together. This is why this is going to go so fast, so fast. So you want to add 1 cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and it can be any brand that you want. We're going to add 1 cup of that. So I'm going to have to go back and find an article on that, Debbie, or if you already have one, you could share that with me. That would be awesome. Okay, so we're going to do a cup of that, and you're literally just going to dump all this together. And this is going to go so fast. Okay, so that was plain, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. And to that, we're going to add, now you can use, if you want to use fat-free Cool Whip, you can use that. You can use no sugar added Cool Whip. I noticed that they had that today. You could use skinny True Whip. If you don't want any dairy, well, this is vegan True Whip. You could use, gosh, let's see, what else could you use? You could use, Cocoa Whip. You can use skinny Cocoa Whip. There's all kinds of different whipped toppings that you can use to go in this, but I'm going to use vegan True Whip. And again, it doesn't have to be vegan. You can use Cool Whip. Melissa says you kept the juice from the can in a bowl. Thank you, Debbie. No, I did not keep the juice from the can in a bowl. You mean like for something else? I saved it for something else, but I did not put it in this bowl. So there is no juice. There is no juice in this bowl. So it's going to be 1 cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and then it's going to be 2 cups of softened, either fat-free Cool Whip, and if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, it is fat-free. I used fat-free Cool Whip in that. Okay, and then to that, and again, I used vegan True Whip today. Uh-oh, Lisa's running late. Lisa's running late. Okay, to that, you're going to add, here's where the Jell-O comes in. So you're going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar-free Jell-O, the pistachio flavored. So this is just regular sugar-free Jell-O, and it's fantastic, Loretta. It is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so we're going to add 4 tablespoons of that. And the green color is what makes it Watergate, is what makes it a Watergate salad. That's how you know when it's a Watergate salad, is this a green color. Okay, so 4 tablespoons of that. Remember, this recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of Truvia. That's the pudding, yes. So Carol Lou asked if that was the pudding. Yes, that is. That's the sugar-free pistachio pudding mix. Okay, so that was 2 tablespoons of of Truvia, or your favorite. Ooh, that looks good. Corrine says it reminds her of her mom's orange salad. It's Cool Whip, cottage cheese, mandarin oranges, and orange Jell-O. If it wasn't for the cottage cheese, that would sound fantastic. Maybe I should try it with, I just don't eat cottage cheese, Corrine, in case you haven't seen that yet. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't do it. So maybe I could make it with the non-fat plain Greek yogurt. That sounds like a plan. So 2 teaspoons of Truvia baking blend, or your favorite, doesn't have to be artificial sweetener, but like low calorie, no calorie sweetener. And then this is, let's see, 2 pumps of any kind of like skinny syrup, sugar-free syrup, something, you know, that's kind of a vanilla-y flavor. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So that is all that is in there. And then we are just literally going to mix it together. Now this is best if you can put it in the refrigerator and let it sit overnight. But you at least want it to sit for an hour. So I am going to, okay, Loretta says whip the cottage cheese, and it's a totally new flavor. Loretta, what are you whipping it with? Like how do you whip cottage cheese? I mean, because I'm willing to give it a go. I'm willing to try it again, just not a super huge fan. But so you want this to sit at least an hour in the refrigerator. It's going to set up some more than this because the Jell-O pudding is going to set up. I don't know if you can see how watery it is right now, but it will set up if you let it sit at least an hour. I really prefer it overnight. Oh, and Corinne says there's no pineapple in her mom's version. Cool. Okay, yeah, well, I can try that. Okay, so you're going to do that. And then see how pretty it is? It's a beautiful salad. Let me see. I did not get a clean spoon, so let me mix this non-fat plain Greek yogurt in here. And as suspected, we have 15 minutes. We're going to have like 15 minutes left to talk about some other things. Okay, so I will go ahead and try it just because it's delicious. Oh, but I do want to show you, show you the topping that I'm going to put on it too. So that is it when it's runny. If you do let it sit overnight or at least for an hour, that's going to set up some and it's going to be beautiful and fluffy. Sometimes I top it. Well, you can add marshmallows. So all good Southern church women, especially Baptist church women, Methodist maybe too, I don't know. Add mini marshmallows. Okay, wait. Melissa just said, are there light mini marshmallows or only regular? So I've only found regular, but I did see, who is it? One of the light chocolate companies. Does somebody remember who it is? They just came out with marshmallows. Oh my goodness, who is it? Oh goodness. Is it Chalk Zero? I can't remember. I think it might be Chalk Zero. Just came out with marshmallows. Perhaps they should send me some so that we can try them. But you can add mini marshmallows to this. You can add many marshmallows, M-A-N-Y-M-I-N-I, many marshmallows. And it just adds, once you divide this up, it just adds like another point. Or you can just add, just a couple, just a handful. But I usually add either some chopped up walnuts or some chopped up almonds to the top of it right before I serve it. But I found this, even though Kroger didn't have my cherry, my no sugar added cherries, fruit cocktail, or the crushed pineapple that I needed, they did have this that looked interesting. It's a salad topper, and it's 1 point per tablespoon. And it says sweet and crunchy, golden raisins, pumpkin seeds, sliced almonds, walnut pieces, and dried cranberries. So I thought that looked good. I thought I might try a little bit of it on this. So let me get a little sprinkling. I normally don't put a topping on until right before I serve it, just so that it doesn't get, kind of mushy. But let me get a little, a little assortment of that on there and see how this tastes. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm a huge fan of the Watergate salad. Huge fan of the Watergate salad. This is really good on top of it. I found these at Kroger, and it's called... Oh, it's Kroger brand. Okay, so sorry if you don't have a Kroger, you may not be able to find it, but Kroger brand, it just says salad toppers, sweet and crunchy, golden raisins, pumpkin seeds, sliced almonds, walnut pieces, and dried cherries. 1 tablespoon is 1 point. Oh, heck yeah, that's going on there. Wow, that is good. That is super good. Okay. So normally you would put this back in the refrigerator. We're going to, okay, this is 1 tablespoon. Are you talking about for the salad toppers or for the Watergate salad? Because the Watergate salad for 1 cup is 3 points. And this is 1 tablespoon is 1 point. Let's see. And Debbie says, also, if you drained the whey off the yogurt before mixing it, then it wouldn't be watery. Well, Debbie, honestly, part of the issue is because all of this has been sitting out here mixed up. Yeah, if it had been refrigerated, it also would not have been as watery. But I promise it'll firm up once you put it in the refrigerator, because I've made this live a couple of times. This is like my 3rd time making it live, and it's always perfect and fluffy when it gets done. Okay, since we do have let's see, like 11 minutes left, I'm going to show you a couple of other things that I got that are salady. So again, the Watergate salad is under Weight Watchergate salad on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. 1 cup is 3 smart points. I'm going to go ahead and highly recommend these from Kroger. 1 tablespoon is 1 smart point. That was a delicious addition to it. But a couple of things that I got to flesh out my salad selections this week. These were new to me. 2 of these were new. One of them is new to me. And these are from Taylor Farms. And yes, and the pudding will help thicken it up, Carol Lou. Once I stick it in the refrigerator, it's going to start thickening up. 1 of these is new to me. 2 of these are new, or they're advertised as new. These are Taylor Farms bagged salads. I'm going to say before I get started, no one freak out on me, okay? These are not low in points. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Liz wants to know, Corrine, if y'all drain the mandarins before you make that salad. I would think so, but that is a great question, Liz. Yeah, and the answer is yes. Okay. So, let me clean up over here just a little bit. So, okay, again, before y'all start freaking out on me, because people freak out every time I show these are not low in points. But what I do is each of these bags has 3.5 servings in it, which I think is ridiculous. I make each bag into 2 servings, and then I add it to some other kinds of greens, some tomatoes, cucumbers, some other kind of veggie strips, you know, some other thing to hashtag. Oh, look, since we're at home, I have this. So I add something else to hashtag bulk it up. Do y'all remember that from like, I don't know, 3 years ago or something? But again, these are not low in points, okay? And you can add any kind of 0 point things to them. You can add, again, some more veggies. You can add chicken. You could add salmon to them. You could add, you know, something like that to hashtag bulk it up. So before I show you these again, take a deep breath. It's okay. They're not low in points, but you can enjoy things like this and bulk them up and make a huge salad, okay? Lynn got me started on this week because she sent a picture of a huge salad, and I love a big salad. I don't know if you all ever watched Seinfeld or not, but Elaine was like, the big salad, I love the big salad, and she was going on and on and on about the big salad. Well, Elaine, I love the big salad. So y'all can thank Lynn for getting me going this week. But these, trust me, will be a huge salad. Well, let me get the bowl. Where's one of the bowls that I put them in? So these are 3.5 servings. I'll make them into 2 servings. By the time I get done, hashtag bulking them up, it will fill up a bowl that's this big. I mean, this is huge. This is a huge bowl, and I will be very happy. Remember when we were talking in the first half, we were talking about for things to make our go-to list. Some of the criteria that were on my list, you know, maybe it was points, maybe it was satisfaction. One for me is size. If it's big, or if it feels big, if it feels like a lot of food, it ranks up really high on my list because I eat a lot with my eyes. I eat with my eyes, and I want to see something big. I don't want to see something in a little container, you know, that's this big. That would just irritate me and make me mad. So having the big salad. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Very much. Debbie just shared the recipe for the Weight Watcher Gate salad. Thank you very much for posting that. But it being big and bulking it up, to me, and that might not be high on your list, but that is super high on my list. So again, before you panic, this is going to make a huge, yeah, Vicki says, I agree, Kelly. She wants quality and quantity. Yeah, Carol Lou's a volume eater. That's why she eats so many vegetables. But these, by the time I get done, hashtag bulking these up, they're going to make a huge salad. Okay, so the reason I'm saying don't panic is this first one, somebody's going to panic. Okay, so this one is, let me find it. Oh no, not the first one. Okay, so the first one, this one's new to me, but it didn't say that it was new. And this is called Salsa Ranch. Has anybody had this one yet? This is Salsa Ranch, and it's a Taylor Farms bag salad, and it says green and red cabbage, shredded romaine, tortilla strips, kale, carrots, 4-cheese Mexican blend, and green onions with a creamy salsa ranch dressing. That sounded great. Okay. 1 cup is 3 points. The whole bag is 9 points. So the way I split these up, I split them into 2 servings. So it would be, and Weight Watchers math is not 4.5 points. Okay. So the way I split this up, it would be 5 points because you always round up. If it's at the 0.5, then you're going to round up. So half this bag is going to be 5 points for me, or 5 points. To this one, to Salsa Ranch, I would add corn. I would probably add some black beans. I might add something like salmon. You could add tuna. Tofu would always be good. Avocado would be really good with that. That would be a great way to bulk that one up. I'm super excited about trying this one and letting y'all know what I think about it. This is the one that everybody's going to go, oh my gosh, and pass out. Breathe. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. This one is new, and this is a new bag salad from Taylor Farms, and it's called Mexican Style Street Corn Chopped Kit. They're all chopped kits. So that is the Mexican Style Street Corn, and this one has green leaf lettuce, shredded broccoli, red and Savoy cabbage, carrots, smoked paprika cornbread crumbles. They had me at cornbread, okay? Smoked paprika cornbread crumbles, green onion, crispy corn, and Parmesan cheese with a creamy elote. Somebody tell me how. Yes, Vicki, I will I will promise you I will cook tofu. Vicky, can you private message me and I can show you how to do it, or I can send you some of my recipes because I love it, love it, love it, love it. Or I can send you a chat where I make it, or maybe I'll just make it. How do you pronounce this though? It's E-L-O-T-E, E-L-O-T-E. Okay, 1 cup is 5 smart points, or 5 points. The whole bag is 16. Okay, so everybody just calm down. Just breathe. This whole bag is 16. So that means when I eat half of this, that's going to be 8. But, I mean, my gosh, it's Mexican style street corn. Of course, I'm going to put black beans in this. I bought a can just for this. Of course, I'm going to put corn in this. 0 points, 0 points. Of course, I'm going to put some chicken in this. 0 points. So that, remember this half a bag that's 8 points is going to end up being a huge salad. A huge salad. Okay. And then the one that I'm the most excited about, this is also new from Taylor Farms, and it is a watermelon crunch chopped salad. I said it correctly, elote? Yeah, awesome. Perfect. Oh, yes, and thank you, Sylvia. And Sylvia, I even bought the brand of black beans that you told me to buy. So, La Preferida, am I saying that correctly also? But this one is a watermelon crunch chopped kit. It's romaine lettuce, radicchio, roasted almonds, feta cheese, roasted watermelon seeds, okay? With watermelon vinaigrette. How fancy does that sound? And I got some watermelon. Jonna, just private message me. Yeah, and I'll send you some, all the tofu things. But this, I'm going to put even more feta cheese with it. I bought some watermelon so that I could chop, like actual watermelon, so I could chop up. Donna, private message me. Maybe I just need to, I don't know, maybe after we get off tonight, maybe I need to go find one of my, yeah, garbanzo beans would be perfect, Loretta. Maybe I need to go find one of my more involved tofu videos, chats, and just share it with you all. But, yeah, so I got some watermelon. I got some more feta cheese. Obviously got some more greens to put with this, but this is 1 cup is 3 smart points. The whole bag is 9. So for my half of a bag, it's going to be 5. Mindy says they had it last year. I don't know, Mindy, it says new, but that's okay. It is a-okay if it's not brand new. Anyway, super excited about trying these. Cannot wait. I'm not panicking because a whole bag of this one's 16 smart points. It's going to be a huge salad when I use half of this bag, but I'm very excited. Taylor Farms, you'll be hearing from me. Love, love, love these. Can't wait to try them. I hope y'all will try the Watergate salad. It's delicious. Oh, Lynn says points on the last bag. The watermelon crunch, 1 cup is 3 smart points, and the entire bag is 9 for the watermelon crunch salad. Oh, and Loretta's friend is vegan, and she uses tofu and nutritional yeast for scrambled eggs. Perfect. But anyway, I hope you all will try the Watergate salad. It's so yummy. Bye-bye, Sandra. So yummy. So delicious. Cannot wait to have this for breakfast in the morning. Remember, you want to let it sit overnight or at least for an hour to let that firm up. But I hope y'all have a great week. If you are watching this on YouTube, or if you want to go back and watch any of these on YouTube, please do so. Please, please, please subscribe. Don't know what happened this week. We had a burst of new people subscribe, and then a bunch of people fall off. And even though it doesn't really mean anything, I don't know. It just makes me feel good when people subscribe. So go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and let that next video roll over. I promise you'll enjoy it. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And click that little button so that it'll let you know the next time we have a video come up. But you all have a great week. I hope you find something fantastic in this, and I hope you all will find one of your favorite go-to foods, one of your favorite old go-to foods, and make it into a new go-to food so you can make that exciting again. But anyway, I enjoyed being here with you. Cannot wait. That's what I was thinking, Debbie, is a stir-fry video. I cannot wait to eat some of this Watergate salad, but I hope you all have... Oh, and Debbie just shared one of the tofu videos if y'all want to grab that one. But I hope y'all have a great evening and an even better week, and I'll see you next time. Good night.